everyone here? It is, what is today? Wednesday? Wednesday night live. Let me put myself up on the screen and you guys let me know if you can hear me. We are live tonight. SFMF live, full battery power, ready to go. Tomorrow's 4th of July. All right. Let me just pull myself up and we will get started. Sound check, everyone. Once we get going. It is Wednesday night. Hump day, midweek moto, all kinds of stuff. We've got some good stuff to talk about tonight. I say that every time. I think it's good stuff. And usually I like to start it off by talking about a short that I just had. And the most recent short killed it. A lot of great feedback. I think a lot of different personal feelings and feedback if you read the comments. Again, wasn't able to get to the comments. I apologize. I read them and intend on writing back, but then I want to read the next one and the next one, and then that job work gets in the way of everything. But welcome everybody, Gary from Victoria. Good to see you, brother. Here we go. Again, I'm frozen on the screen, but I'm not frozen here. So we're going. We're getting after it. SFMF Live. Welcome, everybody. We have a great show for you tonight. First topic we're going to talk about after we say hello to everybody and welcome to the challenge. Welcome to the channel. We're going to talk about the most recent live. Very near and dear to my heart. And as the comments were rolling, a lot of you felt the same way. So I really want to hear what everyone has to say about that. Great stuff. Good stuff. Tomorrow is 4th of July. First and foremost, have a safe 4th of July, depending on what you are getting ready to do, but enjoy it. And we got a special for you tonight for the 4th of July. Excited to tell you about that. All right, Gary's here. Brooke Foreman is here. You have a pretty damn cool job, though. I do. Yes, Brooke, you know, of all people. Bryce, at work, but you're listening. Good to hear. Bryce, don't get in trouble for watching instead of working. Come on back, Brooke. Come back. It'd be great to have you here. Hiram, if it is any compliment to General and Commandant Krulak, he was proven 100% spot on about his article in 11 decades back. Which one are you referring to, Hiram? It's got to be about the subject that we just talked about, the short, which again, I can't wait to get into that one. That was going to be good. All right, GW. I'm here because nobody has taken my Liberal card. Are you in Okinawa? They still have Liberty cards over there? Or you're just in general? You have Liberty right now. Remember the Liberty short I did between the difference between Leave and Liberty? There was a couple weird, they weren't trolls. They were just, I get Liberty every day. That's why America is great, because we have our Liberty. Different in the military. Camp Lejeune, G-Dub, Liberty. Wednesday night, you didn't get it secured. You're not in any trouble. Good evening, everyone. Wednesday. What are you drinking? Iced coffee tonight. Had a bunch of water today. It's hot. This is season. AK-47 already. What do you think about doing JROTC in high school? Highly recommend it. 100%. It was never offered in the 2 high schools I went to growing up. I don't know if I would have done it back then. I didn't know enough about it. Knowing what I know now and having been a JROTC instructor, 2 of my kids being in JROTC, 100% highly recommend it. Obviously, if you can find, if you're near a Marine Corps JROTC, do that. But whatever JROTC program there is, they're all great. They teach leadership. They're not trying to, parents are a big misconception about I did have 3 kids in JROTC. Is that what you're telling me? 3 kids? 3 kids in JROTC. That's right. My baby just joined also. All right. Highly recommend JROTC. As a drill instructor, when kids came to me at first, I still didn't know much about it. And a kid, he could march and he can drill. And I said, who taught you how to drill? And he said, JROTC. And I pretended like I didn't care, but there definitely was a significant difference between recruits that went through JROTC, then came to boot camp, and ones that didn't. And it's the basics: drill, position of attention, Marine Corps custom courtesies. They know a little bit about all of it, depending on their recruiting station, how good the recruiters were, if they went to Poolee functions or not. But yes, AK-47, absolutely, 100%. Do they still have the academy in Brownsville? No idea, G. What academy? We'll count Army JROTC also, yes, from my producer. That's 4 total in JROTC. 3, 4. Only 1 didn't, that's right. Yes, we count Army JROTC as well. Jake, awesome from Texas. I had the option when I was 17, but I turned it down, and I still regret it. I'm with you, I'm telling you. I got you, producer, thank you. Is that what's wrong with number 1? Just kidding. Brooks is. I didn't let my DIs know about JROTC. Somehow they found out on the Crucible and were mad I didn't say anything about it. Again, as a drill instructor in the very beginning, when they would tell me, sir, this recruit was in JROTC, of course I'd tell him shut his mouth and push. But again, there was a significant difference in recruits that were in JROTC and ones were not. Apparently, they do have an academy in Brownsville. Yeah, Brother Dan, that's in Harlingen, not Brownsville. Gary said the boot camp, one of the platoon members had lost 2 of his Liberty cards in a 48-hour period, and they were called station cards. In boot camp, Gary, you had Liberty cards? Revoked. One of the comments, what would you change about boot camp that short? Somebody put, I'm trying to remember who it was. They said, add weekend Liberty for recruits. Sounds like Air Force to me. Weekend Liberty, and I think he even said have phones. Who was that? If you're on here, fess up. Liberty in boot camp? 13 weeks. I told you my change would be, I'd add a week to it. In that last week, just talking Marine stuff. Marine Fleet, Marine Force, what they're going to expect of you, and SOI and MCT or wherever you're going, your MOS school. Talk a little bit about that, but more importantly, the fleet. So much you don't know. And I remember coming in from even to checking into school, just checking in alphas. They tell you it's beating in your head in boot camp, still while you're a recruit under recruit status and you're getting thrashed all the time. But those DI, those big daddy talks with the senior, you build the throne. I don't know if they still do that with the footlockers, and drill instructor takes his cover off and just talks to you and mentors you. This is what they're going to expect from you, even though you're a private or PFC straight out of boot camp. This will get you ahead of the game. So you're not playing catch up, you're not behind the power curve. So just real life talk, talking story. I think it'd be great that last week. There's no libel in boot camp like there's no crying in baseball. That's right, Jared. Nailed it. Perfect. There's no libel in boot camp. There's no crying in baseball. Not too long, Chala. Good to see you. Where's Chala? I missed him. If he's already on there, good to see you, Chala. Jake Anderson Ho. My proposed change, none of this automatic E7 gunnery sergeant rank for the Intel cyber security. Yes, let them work their way up. 100%, Anderson. I don't think anyone would be able to change my mind. If we need, again, I'll say it again, if we need help in the cybersecurity world to help us be more mission ready and efficient, by all means, add them. Add as many people as we need to. Call them something else. Not gunnery sergeant. Gunnery sergeant, don't give them that rank. Not Not fair. My mic is having issues? Come on, really? Sorry. Maybe I can talk louder. Should I try this other one? Both blinking, but they're both charged. Let me know. How's that sound? Give me a sound check. Charlie, notifications haven't been coming in for me recently. I've been trying to find out. Jared says boot camp equals Marine Corps. All the rest are basic training. Use your big boy voice. I got it. Seriously, it's my mic because I talk quieter because of I'm wearing a mic. I'd much rather talk loud. That's my whole family. Sometimes I talk loud. Let me know how it sounds. Shelly says good. Good sound. All right, I'm going with it. So we are Wednesday night live. Thank you all for being here. There's a note. I think that's for you, Chala. Are the notifications off? It's doing it again. Can you try hitting the mic button again, please? Yes, I will. One more time. Now it's blinking. Don't ask me why. Let me know what you want me to do with it. Gary said, yes, we did. They were called station cards. We couldn't use them. Couldn't use them recreation center without the card. Sounds good. Oh, sound is good. Tracy says, how many Air Force? Let's see if it's a funny joke. Just good one, Tracy. How many Air Force pilots does it take to change a light bulb? Just one. The pilot holds the bulb and the world revolves around them. Yes. Sounds good. The sound is good. If it's not, again, I'll be more than happy to yell. Jake says, I had a sailor tell me that it's terrible in the military. Well, because he's a sailor. He's not a Marine. You're my DI. Surge the Jeeper. I was your DI in 1994. What platoon? Sound is good, 90%, says my production team. I'm going with 90%. Were your DI in the Corps? Yes, Brooke. Which coast? The coast with the gigantic mountains that's a whole lot harder than the flatlands of PI. Hollywood Marines. Suntan lotion and sunglasses. And mountains. Mount Mother, you know what? And the beaches. Do you anyone current right now, do you still run on the beach? We did 3 runs on the beach. Or actually a hike and 2 runs, something like that. Did you turn on Do Not Disturb? Yes, I did. She is on it. Producers are on me. What time frame? Brooke, 94, 92, 94. It was still a 2-year duty station at that time. Drill instructors. That was right before they made it a 3-year tour. 1073. Remember that platoon? 1073. I don't think we weren't company honor platoon that time, or were we? Out of my 8 platoons, we were company honor platoon, 6 of them. Papa Smurf, the OG. Thank you, Master Sergeant, for your service to our current and present veterans. Hope you have an awesome 4th, my friend. God bless you. God bless America. God bless you, OG. Appreciate you. That's what this community is all about. Growing this community with all of you in it. You guys are truly, truly amazing. And that's why we are offering for 4th of July, free shipping on all of our stickers. And I'll show you later. I'm not doing the whole hand in front of them right now, but all of our stickers, 4th of July special. Free shipping, free shipping, free shipping. Write it down. Here is the code to get your free shipping for 4th of July. America, 248. That's for America, 248 years. America, MERICA, 248. That's your code for your free shipping. tonight, starting in about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 1930 CST, stickers, free shipping for our supporters. And again, anyone new here, you're here now, grow with us. That's what we're trying to do. Grow this community of like-minded people to serve, continue to serve each other, serve our veterans, small veteran-owned businesses. We'll talk about those along the way too, but join us in growing this community to continue to serve America. All right. That's what we're getting ready to do. So 4th of July sale, live. It's going live in about 15 minutes, 1930 Central Standard Time. Free shipping on all of our stickers. Here's how you get there. You can go to the description in the link or SFMFmerch.com, myshopify.com, SFMFmerch.com, myshopify.com. Get your stickers while they're hot. Free shipping for 4th of July. Look at that one. Let me ask you a question about this one. Let me ask you a question about Sergeant right here. He is a sergeant. We call him Sergeant because that's apparently how I pronounce sergeant. Sergeant. Great sticker. I love it. My favorite. It's not on the cup I'm using tonight. There's the link in the comments by the producer. Let me ask you about this one. My personal favorite. This is hardcore. You see the bullet holes that went right through his helmet, past his head? Maybe. Sergeant is the backbone of the Corps. Some may believe it, some may not. Sergeant really was my favorite rank, maybe because I was a sergeant for 5.5 years. I didn't do anything wrong. It was just that era where that was normal. I was with my peers. I got promoted with my peers, not ahead, not behind. At that time, I was a sergeant 5.5 years. It's also when I did a lot of cool stuff, a lot of cool schools, McQuist, Mountain Leaders Course, summer and winter. It's when I was a drill instructor. Really love that rank. And I do believe sergeants are the backbone of the Corps. They're not staff NCOs yet, so you can still kind of get away with, what's that saying go? Better to ask for forgiveness than permission, or I didn't know. Good initiative, bad judgment, and you're above enough so you have the worker bees, the corporals in below. So it's a great rank if you ask me. And I don't think I'm the only one that says it's the backbone of the Corps. So that's why we made Sergeant the Sergeant. Would you, do some of you not purchase this because he's a sergeant? Or would you, if he didn't have a rank, we just call him Devil Dog, I don't know, warrior, motivator. Just a question we were talking about, the production team, the whole team was talking about. So I'm not a sergeant, I'm a staff sergeant. Why would I buy a sticker that's a sergeant? Well, you were a sergeant at one time, or a corporal. Well, I'm not a sergeant yet. Excuse me, I don't want to front and pose, right? Well, I'll wait till I pick up sergeant. Just a question. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you think in the comments. Michaels Jones, RCs and Knives, good to see you. Thank you, Michael Jones. Shout out to the production team. Thank you. I may not tell them enough, but they absolutely do keep me afloat. I can get pretty wild at times and lose focus, believe it or not. So it's a little different. George says, Sergeant Major, if you could choose one leadership quality from J.J. Did Tie Buckle, what would it be? Great question. Love leadership. Fanatical about leadership. And recently I've seen a lot of bad leadership. So it's got me even more motivated. But of all the leadership traits, J.J. Did Tie Buckle, we talked about him, I think, on the last live. Dependability is my personal favorite, and I like it. You got them all. If I can depend on you, I can depend on you to have justice, judgment, integrity, tact, decisiveness, all the leadership traits and leadership principles. Be dependable. Be that Marine that people depend on you. Be that fire and forget weapon. I can give you a task, or you can receive a task, and your leaders know it will happen without a doubt. Fire and forget. So If you have dependability, I can depend on you to have all the leader to possess and utilize all the leadership traits. Again, right now in today's society, selfish. It's a very selfish time right now. People worry about me. The kids nowadays want instant gratification. They want the answers now. They don't want to work for it. They don't want to read, do their own research. It is a tough time right now in leadership, and that's all the way up the chain of command. Transparency. Whoa, transparency and accountability. Two more buzzwords that I'm witnessing right now in a civilian community, not on active duty. And it wasn't so prevalent in active duty. I don't think. Transparency, you knew exactly how your chain of command felt about you. You were involved in the planning. It was, what's the best way to do this? Right now, a lot of non-transparency, planning in a box. Talk about that all the time. People plan in a box. They think it's the best idea. This is how I did it 10 years ago, 20 years ago. Things change, time change, people change. Everything changes. Open up your horizon. Be transparent with your thoughts and ideas. Who got me on that? Who got me on that soapbox right there? The command team. That I fully believe in. That was another short that got a lot of comments. Command team. And I want to change the names for it for the civilian sector. The Marine Corps, it's the commander and the senior enlisted advisor. Work together, everything's great. The senior enlisted advisor, his mission is everything other than that specific MOS. His is morale. Is morale important in the job? Absolutely, 100%. Morale is important. And if you aren't aware of the morale in your business, your division, your team, your organization, something is wrong. So utilize that advisor. Again, call him whatever name you want to. If your business is not getting 1% better every day, if it's barely streamlining, or if it's going down, your advisor needs to step it up, or he or she might not be the right advisor for you. All right. All right. You guys are having a conversation over there. I love when that happens as well. Marcus Drones, I've had the OG green SFMF shirt, been running strong. Apologize about the shirts. Again, they will be back up soon. They are all sold out as we speak, but they will be back in. Right now, once again, stickers, free shipping for the 4th of July, and it's going to start in 8 minutes. It's going to open up in 8 minutes. Free shipping on all the stickers. I'll show them again in a little bit. And that's for you. That's for our community. The least we can do to show our gratitude for you being in this community, helping us grow and get bigger, better, stronger, faster with our ultimate mission of continuing to serve our veterans. Semper Fi, and God bless you all. All right. Testicular fortitude. Yes, we all need to have that. Even the women. All right. Okay, Robert, Soldier. How do we change the culture in the military to have service members tell people outside the military that it is not bad being in? So how do we let the civilian sector know that being in the military is awesome? One, it's kind of on them, but we can tell them all we want. Our retirement system is amazing. Just being in is amazing. But we do have, and everyone can see the pay. So that's why, again, luckily I grew up in the Marine Corps, never been money driven. And I think that's all part of our success here. But how do you convince that by your actions, right? If they see you're squared away at your job, whatever it is, and you do well, they can relate it to, well, yeah, he did 4 years in the Marine Corps. That's why he's so squared away. That's why his work ethic is awesome. That's why he can be depended on. His tact, all the leadership traits and principles. Those aren't just words that we memorize. That's how we live our lives. So good question. That's interesting. Never had that before. Josh says, I just made corporal in the Army. What does corporal life look like in the Corps? Little different. A corporal in the Marine Corps is a little different than a corporal in the Army. And I've shared this story before. Doing training with the Army in Alaska, great project. One of the and the Army was in charge of it. But one of the tasks that the Army Sergeant Major, and I was the camp commandant as a staff sergeant. He said, "Okay, I need a Marine for KP duty. That's in the kitchen. I need a Marine for cleanup, for police call, whatever." He was assigning tasks. He said one job was to count the individuals going into the chow hall. He said, "I need a staff sergeant for that." So I asked the sergeant major, "What is he going to be doing? He's just counting bodies into the chow hall?" He said, "Yep, it's got to be a staff sergeant. I need a staff NCO." It's like, first of all, I only have 4 staff sergeants, and they're definitely not going to be sitting in a chow. He said, "Well, the Army's going to have an E6 there, so a Marine has an E6 there." Doesn't work like that in the Marine Corps. A staff sergeant in the Marine Corps is running the show. Corporal, I ended up giving him a corporal just because I felt bad. I was going to put a PFC on that. That's a job for a PFC or a lance corporal, E2 or E3. He said, "Not in the Army. That's a staff NCO. That's an E6 job," something like that. And it might have just been his unit. But a corporal in the Marine Corps and a corporal in the Army takes a lot longer, and it's a lot harder to get corporal in the Marine Corps. So their responsibility is that much greater. Squad leaders in combat, team leaders and squad leaders. I've been had a platoon sergeant for a little while. That was a corporal, but he ran the platoon. So the level of responsibility in the Marine Corps is different of that corporal in the Army. All right. Greetings from Brazil. Sup, man? How does it work for a civilian to have a firearm? In America, it depends on what state you're in. If you're in America, like somewhere like Texas, pretty easy to purchase a gun. Open carry, you just have to apply for, but you can purchase. I mean, they do a background check and you can purchase it. Other states, a little more blue states, it's a whole lot harder. Can't even imagine trying to buy one in California. Hawaii was pretty tough. It just took time. Back and forth with the background check, fingerprints, and then show them the gun. That right, so it just took a lot longer. Not in Texas. Around. I missed the biggest. I saw you on there, but I missed it. A lot of tasks are delegated to corporals from staff NCOs and officers in the Marine Corps. Absolutely, Anderson. Yeah, so the staff sergeant, staff NCO gets, staff or officer gets the mission and tasks NCOs to handle it, the corporals, supervised by the sergeants. All right. Open carry doesn't take any application anymore. In Texas, good to know. But you have to have something that says you can open carry, or you can just open carry in Texas. Puerto Rico changed the law in 2020. Anybody can get a gun now. I highly recommend it. Everyone should have a gun. Be familiar with it. Shoot it. Go to the range. Spend time. Be very, very comfortable with it. Drawing it. Loading it, cleaning it. Everything there is to know about it. Anyone can open carry in Texas now. All right. Let me put my gun on right now. Salty Saxy, good to see you, brother. 03 is the best. All right. 03 infantry, you made it. I agree. I concur. Started out as an engineer, as you all know, 1371. I really, truly, honestly enjoyed the 03 community a whole lot better. The last half of my career was it with the infantry. Honest question from Cat N1 and K1. Honest question, sir. What's the max age to join the Marines? Been told it's 34 is max by many. I think it's 31 right now. It might even be 28. And we just published something. Maybe we'll put it on our community page. It had all the ages, 17 to 31, 17 to 28, depending on the service. I know the Coast Guard was 1 year younger than us, 17 to 28, I think it was. And I think the Marines 17 to 29. However, there's a waiver for everything. I don't know how it's fluctuated over the years. Excuse me, when I was a drill instructor, I had a 31-year-old recruit. Pops, called him Pops, and I thrashed him every day because I was like a 24, 25-year-old drill instructor, and I just wanted to mess with him, but he did very well. So waivers up. There you go, biggest. That's it. There is a waiver for everything. Everything. So however old you are, put in for it. 8111, Artie. Sammy says, my son is a staff sergeant in Camp Okinawa. I missed that too. Good on him. Tell him Semper Fi, my friend, and tell him to subscribe to the channel. Get him on here. He's current. We got to get him in there. Artesian, right on, Sammy, right? Get him on the channel. Been told 34 with waivers, but I don't know what they're been dreamed to join, but going on 36. You're definitely pushing it, and of course you're going to have to pass the PFT, the ASVAB, all the same requirements, but it's going to, the waiver is going to be, some general is going to have to sign off on it that says, yes, you're not too old, you still can join. But go for it. Right there, the producer says 28 with some exceptions, and those are the waivers. 36 might be pushing it, I got to be honest with you, but that wouldn't, don't let that stop you. Go for it. How bad do you want it? So be more than ready, right? Not just a high first-class PFT, get a higher first-class PFT. Know your stuff. There, Carlos Diaz says in boot camp we had a prior Navy who was 28. Salty Saxy prior service members who switch branches fall under a different age regulation. Are good to know. Did you get the cooler beer? Yes, Brooke. It went around campus for a little while, but we did end up with it. Yes, it's safe. I safeguarded that cooler. Stephen Holmes asked, what is my actual MOS? My primary MOS was 1371 Combat Engineer. I had a bunch of secondary MOSs. Swim instructor, drill instructor. I don't know if they ever made mountain leader an MOS yet or not. Instructor, can't remember what that one was called either, but a couple secondary MOSs. And then when I became a first sergeant, my new primary was 8999, which they later changed to 9999. Or is it the other way around? Yeah, it started out as 9999, then they changed it to 8999. No, Carlos, good question. Wasn't there a 50-year-old, 50-plus-year-old who got a waiver and got back into the Marine Corps? I hope so. If he or she passed all the pertinent things that they had to pass, then why not? Don't be surprised if you get a moniker of old man of the Marine Corps. Yeah, if you go in at 36, you're definitely going to be pops. At what age did I get out? I retired at 48, 45. Long time ago. Larry Chambers, opinion on politicians saying the military is a disaster right now. I, for one, think that's not true. Your opinion. My opinion, politicians are a mess right now, and they have been for a very, very long time. I'd like to write some rules for politicians. Service limitations, for one. 90% of them, excuse me. But no, the military is not a mess. Again, and that's one of the topics we're going to talk about tonight, and that's the grooming standards. No, not on a sergeant major level, but just in general. There was just a Marine corporal, male, Native American, who was just authorized to grow his hair out because of tradition, his Native American heritage. A couple different thought processes on that, and my personal one, if you watched my short, was, you know what the rules and regulations are prior to going into the Marine Corps. And I started the short with saying Marines are fanatical. And we all know about what? About being Marines. We're different. That's what sets us apart. We are different. We have a different mission. We are fanatical about our customs and courtesies, history, and traditions. I tell you, I put a paycheck on it that every single Marine in the Marine Corps knows the Marine Corps birthday. Something as simple as that. So we are fanatical about being Marines. So if you want to be a Marine, you know the rules. So if you have religious rituals, traditions, and backgrounds like tattoos on your face or all up and down your arms and hands and fingers, beards, turbans, long hair, the ringlets of the Jewish, whatever those traditions are and your religious beliefs are, if you want to continue that, it's not authorized in the Marine Corps. So you just choose a different profession. Or if you're willing to sacrifice that because that's how bad you want to be a Marine, then be a Marine. So don't get me wrong here. I'm not saying, well, your religion doesn't matter. It 100% matters. But it's you. Are you willing to sacrifice that to be a Marine? Because it's not authorized. So when you get in the Marine Corps, follow the rules along with everyone else. Don't wait till you get in and say, oh, I've been in 4 or 5 years and I'm a corporal now, and now I want to exercise my religion or my traditions of my heritage. That's not the time or nor the place. So it's a decision that you have to make. And there's plenty of Marines that probably want neck tattoos and face tattoos, but we don't because it's not authorized. Or like to grow their hair out more than 0 to 3. We don't because it's not authorized. Why would you try to change 248 years of a tradition to suit your own personal needs or feelings? Don't agree with it. Shaves, beards, mustaches, different headdress, all those things are just not, that's not what Marines do. So find a service that does or stay in the civilian sector is my thought process. Unless you truly, absolutely, 100% want to be a Marine. I'll shave my mustache off for being a Marine, says Jake. Of course you will. A mustache you can actually have. And I tried to sport one for a while. The regulations for Marine mustache kind of makes you look like Hitler. 1/8 of an inch below your nose, 1/8 of an inch above your lip, and it can't pass the corners of your mouth. So it's a little tiny caterpillar on there if you do it correctly. Problem is leadership allows the Marines to be out of regulations. So whatever the regulations are, use them, take advantage of them. I know with female Marines and their fingernail polish color, their earring, can they wear their hair down? Now the females went to relaxed grooming standards with their hair. Again, Marines are fanatical about our rules. That's what sets us apart. Why can't you conform to the rules of the Marine Corps, the ones that are already established? If you want to do something else, that's personal, a little selfish, do something else. All right. Any comments on that? Anderson, I'm out and I still get a high and tight weekly, fresh shave every day. All right. I do too, Anderson. I shave every single day, no matter what. Weekends, if I'm off, vacation. People think I'm crazy. It's a habit, and it's just good, clean grooming. Nothing wrong with Marines that get out. Some want to get out just so they can grow their beard. By all means, but they get out, then grow their beard. That's the point. So if you want to grow your ringlets, your long hair, all those history and traditions, customs and courtesies for your religion, by all means. 100%. Back you up, 100%. Shaving profile, says Tay. That's for the fuculitis. Probably not saying that right. The razor bumps. Mostly dark green Marines. When the hair grows right back in, you get the bumps, and then you get a shaving profile. The Marine Corps, it's called a shave chit or no shave chit. That happens as well. But with that no shave chit in the Marine Corps, you still have to shave where you can. You have to keep it nice and trim. I've seen some guys that get a no shave chit, or especially Army with the shave profile, boom, they grow a Grizzly Adams ZZ Top beard because they have a shaved profile. Do it right, man. If you have to do it, you absolutely can't shave, then follow the rules and do it the right way. Cart says, sir, if you don't mind me asking, are y'all still getting deployed overseas for stuff you shouldn't be involved in? Some top secret stuff. We got to wait for Homeland Security gets on here. He can answer that. But yes, there's Marines all over. Paul Hall says, I know the branches were all relaxing standards due to recruitment shortfalls. However, I don't know if the Marine Corps was following. No, they're not. And I pray to God and Chesty Puller that we don't relax our grooming standards just to get people to come in. Again, if you don't want to follow our rules and regulations, join another service that is. Recruiting is tough right now. Why is that? I think it's where America is right now. These past 4 years have been pretty crazy. That's why recruiting is down, in my opinion. So once we get back in the swing of things, recruiting is going to go right back up. Marines still meeting our quota. We have not faltered in our recruiting, and that's because your recruiting, your enlistment bonus in the Marine Corps is what? Being called Marine. Hurrah. Biggest. Hopefully the Marines are being deployed for secret squirrel stuff. You know we are. Shh. Can't talk about that stuff. If I'm asked, what's the best motivational quote you've ever heard? God, Emperor of Mankind. Wow, I got tons. It'll take me a minute to think of my very favorite, but I have some favorites for lifting, for working out, for PT, some for leadership, some for just motivation. So I have a lot. One that I recently wrote, I think I told some of y'all, I write on the dry erase board in the gym. Today's it's a Thomas Jefferson quote. It's amazing what we can accomplish when we don't care who gets the credit. I'll say it again. It's amazing what we can accomplish when we don't care who gets the credit. Too many people nowadays need that pat on the back. They use I much more than they use we. I did this, I did that. What I think we should do, I. Who cares who gets the credit if the mission is accomplished? Employ everyone. Everyone needs to have input on it. People have some great ideas. Listen to them. Ask them for their input and their feedback. The old after action report, the AAR. Don't just say, okay, turn in your AARs and do nothing with them. Read them, dissect them, get with the individual who wrote it. What did you mean by that's a great idea? I'm not fully grasping it. Can you explain that to me? What do you see? It's amazing what we can accomplish when we don't care who gets the credit. You don't need to be the one. That was my idea. Who cares? Who cares whose idea it was? As long as it is a great idea and we can follow through, mission accomplishment, period. You don't have to be the one with all the ideas, and because you're not. All right. 420 Network, the cook. I can't wait for you to cook something for us, brother. I'm excited. 420 Network. Thomas Jefferson was a boss. That's right, biggest. I'm telling you, it's a great quote. I've been using it in the Marine Corps and out. When I did JROTC way back then, a long time ago, realized that, again, today's youth is very, very selfish. All about me. It was my idea. Taking a photo after winning an event. Everyone wants to hold the trophy. Who cares who holds it? We won it together. Paul says, saw one at work today, teamwork. Without a team, it's just work. What fun is that? Absolutely. Teamwork, there's no I in team. Of course, I like that one. It's an oldie, but a goodie. There is no I in team. And a very good friend of ours, great guy, in football, he played college ball, big guy. He said, again, the coach was yelling at him one day, there's no I in team. And underneath his breath, he said, yeah, but there's an M and an E. And he got thrashed for it. Funny as it was, he got thrashed. That's Duffy. All right, Anderson, you definitely need to listen to your fiscal chief when operating expenses are way in the left field and you're in the continuing resolution period when Congress is still fighting over a budget. Yes, get the information from everybody. Chicken says, retreat hell. That is the motto of the most decorated battalion in the Marine Corps. 2-5, retreat hell. We just got here. Uncle Duffy, that's right. Selfishness is in JJ Did Tie Buckle. Unselfishness is in JJ Did Tie Buckle. That's right. Don't be selfish, man. Come on. Everyone has a purpose. Everyone has an idea. Everyone has something for the team. And and I don't know if it's a quote, but I'm sure it is, and I've seen it. When your team stops going to you with recommendations, that's when you've lost as a leader. You got somebody that's constantly, can you take a look at this? Can you take a look at this? Have you thought about this? What if we do this? And he's a pain in the butt, pain in your side. Okay, yeah, I hear you, but nothing changes. The minute that individual stops going to you with ideas, you've lost. Completely lost that battle, or that fight, or that improvement, or that possible way to get 1% better every day. Okay, 206, because I want to join, but I'm nervous about swim qual. So, just like I like when kids ask me, how do I get better at pull-ups? You got to do them. So get in the water. Get in the water and swim. Obviously, get someone that knows how to swim and get comfortable in the water. And being in the water is 90% confidence. Respect the water, especially if you're going to the ocean. Respect the ocean and respect all water because it is dangerous. But you have to get in the water. Told this story about my middle daughter who joined the Marine Corps. Surf buddies. All my kids know how to surf in the ocean all the time. Right before she went to boot camp, she said, Dad, I don't know how to swim. It's like, you're out of your damn mind. What are you talking about? We surf all the time. Surfing is different than swimming. You paddle out on a board, you stand up and you surf, you fall off or jump off and get right back on the board. There is not a whole lot of actual swimming while you're surfing. Again, we all grew up in the water. So there is a difference. The strokes, treading water, how to handle big waves and your buoyancy, know if you had to keep your lungs full or not. There is a lot to it. A way to increase your breath hold. So when you do go underwater, all that is important. So highly recommend you getting in the water as soon as you can and have that be your work. And it's a great workout. Instead of pounding the pavement with your knees in order to save your knees and your muscles and bones, get in the water, do a workout, and just get comfortable as heck in the water. I can't is hogwash, Jared. You can if you have the will. How bad do you want it, Tay? How bad do you want it? That's what it boils down to. Get in the water. Semper Fi, stay motivated. Sosa of Marines. Get some. You're next. Let's go. No excuses. There is no tomorrow. That's a quote. That's a good quote. Who knows what that one's from? There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. Call Green, bringing it back. Fortes, Fortuna, Juvat. The fortune favors the brave. That's a 3rd Marines quote. Good one, Carl. David Bryan says, have you ever worked in the garrison? So may recruit, embassy, etc. I have not. I wanted to do both. Again, those are kind of 2 regrets. I wanted to do recruiter after DI I talked about that as a drill instructor. I'm like, what are these damn recruiters doing to send in this pig? They can't do the single pull up. What the hell? What are the recruiters doing out there? What kind of crap are they sending us? Until I spent a weekend with the recruiters as a drill instructor and saw what they did. 3 days I spent with them, and it kicked my butt. So hats off to the recruiters for doing what they do, especially continuing to meet their quota. Get after it. Not easy. Rejection, I don't do well with rejection. So when kids tell me, no, I don't want to talk to you, Sarge, it's tough. Very tough. Dulce Ruiz says, can I get my husband a shirt, extra medium, please? As soon as shirts come back up. Right now, 4th of July sale. I talked about it, those of you just joining us now and newcomers to the channel. Free shipping on all of our stickers right now for 4th of July. And it's live. It's live. You can go right now and order. Well, wait till you're done. Wait till we're done with the live. But go right now. Live. Stickers. Free shipping. 4th of July special. America. That's your coupon code. America 248. MERICA 248 for America 248 years old. It's a favorite. Stickers, free shipping right now. Little show of our appreciation for all of you, for this community. It truly is amazing. We're getting after it. We do have a greater mission that you are all a part of. You're a part of the production team that's going to make it happen, and that's serving our community, serving our veterans, making it so our veterans don't have to learn the hard way. There's no reason to reinvent the wheel. Transition from the military to the civilian community, tough, man. It's hard. It's hard, and there's no reason for anyone to go through the mess that some of us already have. Okay, we took that bullet for you, and now we want to help. And here's how we do it. Building a community like this. Look at that one. That website will be up and running very soon. So we want to continue the fight, continue to serve. Our ultimate goal, I shared it a couple of times, but we're buying a ranch somewhere, probably in the great state of Texas, getting a property for transitioning service members from the military to the civilian sector to get ready to, again, the briefs you receive. I told you the brief I received, TAP, it was called at the time, might be called something different now. It was a fire hose of information, tons of stuff. And ours, it's Sergeant Major, I know everything. I didn't know which parts to pick out and pay more attention to than others, but it's a completely different lifestyle. Whether you did 4 years or an entire career, you are a Marine. You're not in the Marine Corps, you're a Marine. We talked about that. So it's a different way of life, completely different way of life than your civilian time. And then when you get out, it's one more culture shock to get back into the civilian sector. The language is different, your actions are different, your leadership is different. In the Marine Corps, you PCS to a new duty station, we talk about it. You get instant friends, right? They're your coworkers instantly. If you're single, you move in the barracks, you got tons of friends. Automatically, you know your mission, you know your job, you got your 3 hots in a cot, everything is set up for you. Civilian community, it is not. Where you're gonna work, where you're gonna live, where you're gonna buy groceries, where you're gonna shop, who your friend's gonna be, your wife works, your kids going to school, a whole bunch of stuff that you just don't know. It seems easy and you're excited to get out and start that, but that particular transition from the military community to the civilian sector is tough. Don't do it the hard way. Transition is difficult. Civilians have no idea. And when I first did it, again, I was still coming off the high of active duty. I retired on a Friday, went to a 1 week course on Saturday, and then started working. So I had zero transition. So it still smelled like Afghanistan. Right? I mean, I was in it. Everything was great. It didn't hit me till a couple years later. Looking around like, where am I, man? What are these people talking about? This is different. It's a different lifestyle, completely different. Because I was a Marine longer than I was not a Marine, and then to again take off the boots for the last time, different. So don't do it the hard way. Don't do it the wrong way. No need to learn the hard way. Get in this community, help us grow it, and I'm telling you, our goal is to have that facility for people to come stay for free, work on the ranch, help us build the ranch up, continue to build a community. And then when you're ready, everything is set, attack the civilian community. First Civ Div. Don't forget the like button. Thanks, biggest. You got our back. I appreciate you. Aquatic dreams. My dad was a Marine. He's still a Marine. Once a Marine, always a Marine. Tell him Semper Fi. If he's still with us, get him in this community as well. Don't have to worry about what you're going to wear. Yes, that's funny. In the Marine Corps, you never had to pick out an outfit for the day. You knew what you're going to wear. Different in the civilian community. And now, I don't have a tough time picking out what I want to wear. If I could wear a shirt like this every day, I would. Every now and then, I got to wear something else. All right, Gary, yeah, right. I've been out for 44 years, David, and still can't adjust. Will you have a fund me page? You know what? We appreciate you, David, and here's how. I know we didn't, still working on a couple of our pages and how to help us grow this community, grow this channel. Financially, we're working on that. Again, that's never been a driving factor, so it's new to me, right? And asking for money is way out of my realm. I just want it to happen, but it does take money for the mission. So yes, we will have something like that, Gary, and maybe the producer can put something on there what we got coming up. But it does take it. Anytime, Aquatic Dreamer, stay with us. Biggest. My dad was with 1-7, Suicide Charlie, in the early 70s. Stationed out of San Mateo. 1-7, 7th Marine, now is 29 Palms. 7th Marines. 2-7, did a lot of work with 2-7. Anderson says, you must have good discipline and good structure in the civilian world as decisions and consequences are in your court. A full suit and pair of dress shoes are definitely expensive. Absolutely. And here's what I recommend all service members. Men, get a couple suits. If you don't have them already, get a couple suits, be prepared. And always, 100% of the time, dress up and not down. It'd be much better to show up somewhere overdressed rather than underdressed. So if you do show up with the suit and tie and you're too formal, take your tie off, unbutton a button, you'll be fine. But if you show up in a short and t-shirts and everyone is in a suit, you cannot adjust. So dress up, not down. Be prepared. Take the jacket off. You can easily dress a little bit down to match. So dress up. Get a couple suits. Men, get a couple suits. One for the winter, one for the summer. Learn how to wear it. Learn how to put it on. They don't have to be, you don't have to buy top of the line just yet. Wait till you find out what you're going to do if you do need to wear a suit every day. Funny story about my dad in the Marines. It was like a party where everyone's family comes or something, and I was about to end, and my dad was in the middle of eating the last cookie. Then the sergeant, I missed part of it. And it disappeared. Jonathan Montenegro, you were my squad advisor in Okinawa when I was a staff sergeant. You were a gunny. Great to see you. Great to see you too, brother. Loved my time as a staff NCO Academy instructor. I was a squad advisor for the career course. Loved it. Met a lot of Marines. You know what's great about that course? The greatest part of about that course, one, going as a student, but then going back as an instructor to the Staff NCO Academy, is meeting Marines from all different MOSs across the entire Marine Corps. Amazing. Used to tell everybody that, yes, we teach you the curriculum of the sergeant's course, career course, and advanced course, all important stuff. But where you learn the most is from each other, in each other's MOSs and each other's units, their geographic locations, where they've been. That is the beauty of the Staff NCO course, no doubt in my mind. Big M, my Master Gunnery Sergeant, taught me so much in JROTC. Bless him and curse him. Good to hear, Big M. Pendragon, good to see you, brother. Goodyear, welted shell, cordovan, leather shoes, and make sure your suit jacket cuff buttons are tailored to be functional. A lot of things with the new suit. I just recently got a couple more suits, and the ones I got before, I've been in Okinawa, actually. But once I got here on stateside, the little tail flap, it just had one little stitch in it. I didn't know you had to break that off so it can flap. It's for, I don't know when they make it or they ship it or whatever it was, but you had to take that off. Same with the sleeves. Those are tight and pockets. So there are some things to know about a suit. Biggest is one of the best and funniest courses I had was Combat Hunter and Combat Profiling. Did those in Afghanistan. Those are cool. I liked those courses, Combat Hunter. Profiling, those are good. Still use a lot of that information today, just like when I go to Costco and stuff. Profiling everybody. Yeah, bro, I'm watching you. David Bryant, heard that the Staff NCO course was an MF. So I can't speak over the last decade or so, but when I was an instructor, I got to the sergeant's course as a staff sergeant. I was an instructor, and it was a PT academy. We thrashed those sergeants. This was in Okinawa. I remember we should let the PT field grow long. It was like waist-high weeds, and we should just thrash them. But I think they're all good. They're very professional. The career course and the advanced course for staff sergeants and the gunnies. PT gets a little easier as you go up, in my opinion, but it shouldn't. A couple just disappeared. If I missed you, I apologize. Skylar, how are you today? You are cool and amazing. Thank you very much, Skylar. Appreciate that. This is, again, all of us. This is not me. Gary says, my sergeant major always made sure I always dressed up. I was a Marine. I was married to her for 22 years before she passed away. Sorry to hear she passed away, Gary, but that's great. And my CO, my wife, always makes sure I'm dressed up and not down. She helps me not embarrass myself. So appreciate you, producer. And it says any course in the summer at Quantico is hot, sweaty, and definitely memorable. I don't have a lot of time in Quantico. Been there a few times, a couple different courses, briefs, seminars. First sergeant's course was in Quantico. I don't remember it being too nasty, but I've heard. You're my instructor in 1999 during sergeant's course. Frank Hernandez, remember that? Frank with a little PT academy, wasn't it? It was pretty tough. Our runs were beast in the sergeant's course in 99. I remember showing up. I had to get acclimatized, right? The instructors, all right, here's what we're doing for PT, and the instructors took off. I had to keep up with them. It was good. That was a good time. Good time to be in the Staff NCO Academy. So good on you, Frank. Good to see you, brother. Set yourself up for success. Gary, God bless you, brother. Lua, you military? Yeah, I'm military. You military? We're most, I want to say high 90% everyone on here is military or a dependent, had some kind of family member in the military. There's some civilians on here as well. So glad you're here, Lua. Check it out. Hang out for a while. Let us know what you think. Frank, another running. We ran a lot in that sergeant's course when I first got there. I loved to run, but I had to quickly get in a little bit better shape. I found Joe Rogan, sped brother. Funny. Leva, we all are. You're thinking about joining? Louis, you thinking about joining? Do they still run Zodiac down the Potomac? I don't know if they do or not. Huh. PMC or Army, which is better? I don't know what PMC is. Lua, and are you thinking about joining? All right, where we at? Did I even ask what everyone's drinking tonight? Welcome, thanks for joining us. I told you I'm drinking iced coffee. Drink a whole lot of water today, maybe a Monster. A lot of water. Doing it tonight. Finishing out the night with some iced coffee, vanilla iced coffee. All right. Aquatic Dream says, my dad's sergeant asked if he ate the last cookie and he used his military voice and said yes. And the cookie spit all over the sergeant's face. That's a funny story. I didn't get it the first time, Aquatic Dreamer. I got it. So he had a mouthful of cookies and he asked him, did you eat the last cookie? Loud and Vicious, he said yes. That's when Cookie came out. 420 still here. PMC is probably private military contractor. Oh, good question. If that's what it means, that's a great question. So what a lot of Marines did during Iraq time, they got out of the Marine Corps to join a some kind of contractor job. And they thought it'd be better, pays great, and for a while they were paying crazy amounts. And if you got to be careful with the organization that you join. That's all I'll say. I don't know enough about any of them to speak intelligently on any of them, but I know that when a lot of Marines did get out, I'm gonna join the contractors. I'm gonna join Blackwater and all these special operation groups because they didn't want the rules and regulations of the military, and they want to grow their beards out and can't get their gloves and cut the fingers off so they can be Billy Bad, you know what, and get the high-speed boots and the zipper and gear all over the place. As a contractor, you can do all that. As early as a year later, those same Marines were calling me back. I was a first sergeant at the time. They're like, first sergeant, can I get back in? Can you get me back in the 5th Marines? Can you get me back? Can you get me back? It's not what I thought it was going to be. So just be very, very careful when you think about those contractor jobs. At the same time, being in countries several times, meeting contractors, a lot of them were prior service, and they absolutely loved it because of the different rules and regulations that they no longer have to follow. The pay is good, but it didn't seem like they got taken care of in country like we did as Marines, as service members. I got to imagine all the branches are the same. So just be careful if that's something you're thinking about doing. Lewis says, but can you join without military experience into the contractor's job? Depending on what kind of contractor job you're going to do, because contractors over there were bus drivers, they were messmen, cooks, they were cleaning crews, along with all the other various jobs, the secret squirrel type stuff Biggest was talking about. So there's tons of different contractor jobs. So can you do it without military experience? Yeah, I'm sure they're going to train you to have you do whatever they need for you to do. So yes. Downside of contractor is that you do not fall under the rules of the Geneva Convention, says Anderson. Very important. So are you protected by the Geneva Convention? Again, sticky situation there if you're in a contract position where you are carrying a weapon. So your rules are a little different. Linguist pay as a contractor was crazy. Can imagine, because linguist pay in the military is crazy. They get huge bonus for being a linguist. So good to know. All right, here we go. Big Ben. All right. A fitness question. In your opinion, is keto, low carb, the best way to cut weight? 6'3", 285. Big old boy. I've never done a keto diet. I've done the low carb thing, and that definitely, absolutely 100% worked. I really like to eat, so it was tough, more mental than anything else. The workout part is easy. Here's what I recommend is just you got to eat less. I like to eat everything and finish my plate and everyone else's plate. That's where my problem is. I like to eat, but I also like to work out. So I do work out every single day so I can kind of eat like that. So low carb, 100%. Keto, again, I don't know enough about it. I've never been motivated or that interested in trying it. I have seen people do it, and I've seen that it does work. Bottom line, end of the day, all about discipline. How bad do you want it? That's what it all boils down to. So eating less. When I was at one point where I was trying to gain a ton of weight, my trainer was telling me, you got to eat until you're uncomfortably full, like Thanksgiving style, every meal. That's not easy either, but I would, and it felt terrible. I was bloated. I couldn't run, couldn't surf. I was so big. But then when I cut, the first thing I cut was carbs, right? Fats and sugars, and I was weighing everything out, pain in the butt, eating a lot of protein, chicken breast, tuna. Oh, God, I was eating so much tuna. but it was cutting carbs. You got to be careful with cutting carbs too. You can't cut too many because you need some carbs. So, and everybody's body is different. So you got to make sure that you measure and weigh and how you feel. I had cut carbs so much one time I was starting to get nosebleeds and I was losing energy. So that's what my trainer noticed right away. Increase your carbs to 400 grams, whatever I was taking at the time. So just be careful, but try it. And thank God, a good carb for me at the time was rice, and I love rice, the sticky rice. So it was the carb part was easy for me. I just wanted more. Don't drink your calories, David Bryan says. Yes, look at that. The producer agrees 100%. She always says, if I'm going to take calories, it's not going to be in a drink. Food. Get your calories from food. Awesome. Lady 420 Network. Still the same size I was in 1975. Era. I'm not. I gained weight in boot camp. I gained weight, muscle. Lewis says, in regards to the rules of the Geneva Convention, where do you draw the line? And in intense combat, extreme stress, and ambiguous morale scenarios, can the rules really stand strong? Yes, 100%, they better, or you're going to jail. So you follow the rules of the Geneva Convention. In America, I think, of all the countries, follow them the most and to the T. Here's the tricky part, excuse me. They change. Parts of it change, and of course it gets passed down through the chain of command and you learn what the new rules are, but yes, you 100% follow the rules of the Geneva Convention. And America does. Good at it. What's the best way for me as a civilian to show my support? Says Sitaros. You're showing it now, brother or sister, whoever you are, you're showing it now by being with this community. If you've liked and subscribed, if you ordered some merch, and right now, don't forget, stickers, free shipping right now, 4th of July. That's how you can. Appreciate you being here, and thank you for asking the question. This is a community of like-minded people, so you don't have to be in the military to be here. We're glad that you're here. Tell your friends, build this community, help us grow it to a crazy level so we can start on the ultimate mission of serving our veterans and their families, service members. Again, our ultimate goal is to help the transitioning service members from the military to the civilian sector. And civilians transition from the civilian community to the military sector. Those have been fun too. We got a lot of followers, a lot of subscribers, a lot of community members right now going into boot camp and some in boot camp right now. So anything we can do to help each other. All right. Aquatic Dreamer, you're going in after boot camp? Is that what you're saying? You'll never catch me at a convention. Yes. Love it. Love you guys. Love you guys. So with that, again, back to how can you support as a civilian? Here's another way. Support our veteran-owned businesses. We love our guys. We love our veteran-owned business. Aerial Resupply Coffee, one of the ones we follow. Again, no affiliation. We just love him because he's a veteran, veteran-made, veteran products, made in America, by Americans, by veterans. Great coffee, great packaging. Just all military right here. And this one's good. Only one in my family that drinks coffee. No, 2 of us drink coffee in my whole family. Love it. Oh, this one smells so good too. Aerial Resupply Coffee. Check him out on LinkedIn. He has some great LinkedIn stuff on his channel. Very funny. Army. He's an Army guy. We have that inter-service rivalry, not personally, but he does. One of his videos, he was showing a guy scraping a crayon into his cup of coffee because that's what Marines do. We eat crayons. Good dude, great coffee. Check him out. That's how you support, all of you. This is how you support right here, our veteran-owned businesses. Again, this guy did the transition from the military to the civilian sector, entrepreneur, went after it, worked hard. This dude's been working hard to get to where he is today, and he's awesome. Great company. Support them. Order some. Right here, napalm. This was our producer, even put this in as a recommendation. He asked for recommendations for a brand of coffee. I don't know if he picked it because of her, but here it is. So good on him. Great guy, great company. Support. That's how you support. Right there, our veteran-owned businesses. Put a shot of JPA in it. Yes, that's jet fuel, for those of you who don't know. Put a little shot of JPA in your coffee. That'll get you going. Yes. What does eat crayons even mean? Great question, Carlos. Funny you ask that, because I don't even know when it started. And you know, the other branches gotta find something to dog Marines about, because we're the best. We know we are, and so do they. So, what can they do or say as a dig on the Marines? And the theory of crayon eaters is we're just told, just shut up and color. That means just do your job, and that's where it's kind of a compliment, if you ask me. No bickering, no whining, but why do we have to do this way? Can we do that? How come we have to? Do I really have to go attack that bunker? We just go. That's the discipline part of it. So as much as everyone likes to think the other services, he's a crayon eater, look at them crayon eaters. It's funny. I love it. But it's also, I take it as a compliment. That's how Marines are. We just get after it. No questions asked. Hurrah. Instant willing obedience to orders. Discipline. Hurrah. JP8 and coffee equals sprint to the head. Yes, it'll definitely clean you out. All Marines are colorful, therefore Crayola. All right, I like that too. Go Juice. Thank you, Jared, for the advice. Oh, good. Aquatic Dreams. I'm telling you, we got you, brother. That's a great brand name for veterans. I'm telling you, I like it. I like it a lot. Great company. Veteran-owned businesses. Again, support them. Another one we talked about, which I received on Father's Day from my kids. Well, it's kind of heavy. Look at this baby, Max Belts. Mac Belts. Right there it says Mac Belt with an American flag on it. This is a thick one. This one I told them they got black. I don't know what other colors, black and tan. This one's, I'm telling you, it's a heavy belt. It's thick. Mac Belts. Thick buckle. I'm telling you, this is going to last forever. Got Mac stamped right on the side for Mac Belts. The other side, what do you think the other side says? USA, baby. That's it. Another veteran-owned business. Veteran-owned business. Here's how you support. That's why I chose this one. Not just to support, but look at that. All right. It's on the belt. And this baby's thick. Again, I'm thinking about starting beating my kids with the belt, because this would be the perfect one for it. They know I'm doing. And I should joke with them every time I take my belt off. Whoosh, that's it. You're getting one of these. Ask them how many times they've been beat with a belt. Yes, I'm only in charge at work, not at home. They know that. I know that. I know my place. Mac Belts, support them. Another way to support us, this community, help build it. Veteran-owned businesses. Get after it. Get after it and help them all. I beat my pogues with the belt. Matthew Askren, we haven't seen him in a while. Has he come back? Another great opportunity to support. FamilyFarmsLLC.com. FamilyFarmsLLC.com. Matthew, we haven't seen you in a little while. Hope you come back. We haven't seen you. But another great organization, veteran-owned business. That's how you support all of us. And if any of you here, you have your own veteran-owned business, let us know. Put it in the comments. Let us know. Be more than happy to talk. Again, we don't have affiliation to anybody. We do. Yes, we do have affiliation, because we're all veterans and we want to help each other out. We're all great Americans. Doc Holliday, hurrah. Good to see you, brother. Vernon Dan, yep. Yo. My dad is stationed in Iraq for work. Please pray for him. We pray as a family every time we eat, and we say our prayers, and the kids pray as well. And they always, God, please watch over everyone deployed overseas in defense of our nation right now. The 420 Network. Yes, thank you, producer. Another organization you can support. Go to his YouTube channel, like and subscribe. Be a part of his network. 420 Network says, guess what my channel is about? Food. The munchies, maybe? We got you, 420 Network. We love that you're on here. And yes, everybody support. It's free to like and subscribe. Get on the channel, like and subscribe. Check out his stuff. Michael's Drones. Michael's Drones as well. Another YouTube channel, like and subscribe. It's free. We're here for each other. Holy Grail says, yut, yut. Tell us, 420. Tell us, Bob. Tell us, Stoner Bob, what's your channel about? Lewis says, what's the best recommendation for MRE? Again, I'm a bad one to ask because I like all of them. Omelet with ham is my favorite. If that tells you anything, I'm not a good food critic because I like them all. 420 Network says entertainment is what it's about. Good on you, Bob. Daniel. Spieth Jr. Spieth. Good to meet you, Daniel. Welcome to our community. What does SFMF stand for? What is that? Well, Semper Fi, my friend. Semper Fi is a military term, a Marine Corps term, Latin for always faithful. MF is my friend. Semper Fi, my friend. We're faithful to each other. How about right there, Nathan Carter? What do you recommend for service members that are transitioning from military to civilian sector? I think that's what you wrote. That's what this whole community is all about. Helping people transition from the military sector to the civilian sector. It's not easy. And I believe sometimes it can be, and some people are very successful in it, and it does happen overnight, and they're a huge success later on. I think that's a small percentage. So what we're doing here, for those of us who learned the hard way and did have some struggles, that's what this channel is all about. How you can do it with the least amount of stress and anxiety and pressure. And because all those things start to build up, you can develop a very bad situation for you and your family. We talk about the 22 veterans a day that take their own lives has a lot to do with that transition. They've known one thing for 4 years again, or a career. That's a way of life. And then to stop it overnight, it's not easy. It takes a while to get in. Take tons of paperwork to get in, especially if you're underage, if you're 17, tons of paperwork, background checks, physicals, dental, medical, everything. They do all these things. It takes months, sometimes weeks. Minimum, you get to boot camp. The first week is nothing but starting to transition you in and getting you ready. Boot camp starts out kind of slow, and then it builds you up. And then your 4 years is nothing but getting after it every day, 24/7. You're told what to do, how to do it, and you do it to the best of your ability. You get paid, you get promoted, you go deployments, traveling in the field. When you get out, it's one sheet of paper. It happens overnight. Today's your last day of service. Thank you for your service. Congratulations. If you retire, you have a retirement ceremony. Again, that's a couple hours, but the process to get out is overnight. Doesn't seem right. Doesn't seem right that it takes so long and so much effort to get you in. To get out is overnight. Take the boots out, and it could be the last time you lace them up. So that's what this community is all about, helping those veterans who it's not as easy for them. Some usually higher rank have a job lined up, job waiting for them. They do take their boots off, put their suit on, boom, they're in a high-paying civilian job. And then they get OJT and figure it out, or sometimes, a lot of times it's similar to what they did in the Marine Corps. That percentage is fairly low. So all the rest is where you come in, is where we come in and help each other transition to the civilian sector. So good luck. We want to be there with you. We want to help you. We don't want you to learn the hard way like some of us have. Right. Aquatic dreams. Dad and brother love hunting. I do too. Hunted for animals. Hunted for animals my first time 3 years ago now. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Southern Arizona. What are y'all talking about? Jared, biggest Yuma. Nathan, thank you. Thank you, brother. Lua wants to be a ghost when I'm done. All right, live off the grid. Aquatic Dream says, oh, nice. That's pretty close to where we are. Are you guys talking about something else? Horse bell. I typically hunt elk, cause whitetail, and mule deer. Javelina, those are the pigs looking things, right? And birds. I haven't hunted birds yet. Hunted deer and pigs. That's all I really have. It's all new to me. I'm a city boy. But I did meet some people who turned me on. Big O, where's Big O? Big O's not here tonight. Went hunting with him. The two of the 3 times I went hunting. I outshot him, of course. He's not here, so he can't defend himself. So my deer was much bigger than his. Not really. Fishing can be peaceful and relaxing. A few hours on the river, no cell phone calls, does wonders. Amen. Nothing I'd like more than when I have to be without my phone for a while. It's awesome. Feels good. Getting off the grid. Not against technology, but it takes over people's lives and you get lost in it. Coos. Okay, thanks, Jared. Coos deer. I didn't know what a coal deer, coal buck, I didn't even know what that was. Sometimes city boy. I got my meat from the grocery store, but now I know. Now I'm a hunter and get after it. 420 says, I hunt for things for the grandkids. That's it, providing for the family. It's a subspecies of the whitetail deer. Joined the Marine Corps when I was 17 years old. A month ago, I made it to the fleet 3521, Motor T Mech, URAH. All right. You just made it to the fleet a month ago. Congratulations, brother. Welcome to the Corps. Semper Fi, my friend. Awesome. Good to have you on here. So you need to keep us straight with some of the new rules and regulations that are outdated. I've been out for a while. There's a lot of people on here. Some people are just going. So pay attention. Get ready to keep us straight when we talk about some stuff. Lewis, is any tip for trajectory, ballistics, and bullet drop? Nope. I got none of that. I did fire expert, I don't know, a bunch of times out of my all times on the range, but I don't know that deep into it. I had a good friend, Dirty. He packed his own bullets. He repacked his bullets. Is that what it's called? He made his own bullets. And he can guarantee that he can get you in the black at the bullseye. By the way, he packs the bullets. They're pretty amazing to me. Biggest, it sounds like Sam joined on an open contract. You know, when I first enlisted, it was open contract, and then I got guaranteed 03 open contract. I was that guy. I just wanted to be a Marine. I didn't know enough about any of the MOSs. Didn't care to look into it. My bad. I just wanted to be a Marine. Reload. That's what he does. He reloads ammo. One of my old first sergeants in Afghanistan reloads right out of his garage. And again, he can guarantee he can get you in the black. ATD open contract. There you go. I'm telling you. I just wanted to be a Marine. Put me wherever the Corps needs me. Do your research before joining the Corps. So again, kind of mixed feelings about that. I do have a Marine that I worked with that said he believed up and down, you join the Marine Corps to be a Marine. Your job is secondary. But with all Marines being a rifleman, pick your job, pick it towards something that you already enjoy, and something that you think you'll want to do when you get out. Things are going to change. So you might join as an electrician and realize quickly that you don't like doing it every single day. So best you can, try to pick the MOS that you think you'll enjoy. And there's tons of them. There is a whole lot. So look at them all. MARSOC, what's the difference between an open contract from others, says Nathan O'Connor. So open contract is just that. You are going to be a Marine. And at the time that you graduate boot camp or close to graduation, they're going to look at their numbers and see that, we're short on supply warehousemen. So all those people on open contracts, supply. Oh, supply's full. Now what do we need? We need cooks. Cook till they fit. It's all about numbers. The needs of the Corps, whatever the Marine Corps needs at the time, if you're open. If you have an MOS, they can't touch you. They could if they wanted to, but go a guaranteed contract, something. I'd recommend. I don't, even though I did it at the time, I didn't know. I don't recommend going open contract. All right. It is hard, Jared. There's so many MOS numbers. Of course, I know all the O3s. Most of the engineer field 13 something. All the infantry's 03 something. But yeah, there's no way to memorize all of them. And this once I learned that the other jobs that I could have gotten at the time, yeah, I was too. Few people want to be a cook, but they are great to have around. I'm telling you, Becca rocks. Told you, make friends when you go in the field or combat. A couple MOSs you make friends with right away, and you serve them as well. As an engineer, first people I'd make shelves for and picnic tables and desks and drawers and whatever they needed was the chow hall, because they can take care of you as well. Next group of individuals you want to keep happy, supply. Those guys get you all the things that you need. Next one, motor T, because you want to ride where you want to go. You want the 7-ton that the canvas is, there's no rain leaking in. You want the good 7-ton. So a couple people that you have to take care of, so they take care of you as well. Cooks, number one. Love some cooks. On ship, oh man, the cooks on ship. Amazing what they can do. Cap Horner, we kept asking for volunteers for the kitchen. No open contract, terrible idea. You never know, unless you are that guy or girl that you couldn't care less, as long as you can wear the eagle, globe, and anchor. Hurrah. What do you think is the best MOS? 03. 100% 03, my opinion. It's a different lifestyle, different world, very gratifying, very hard work, very, very hard work. I kind of can't sit still. That's what I loved about the infantry. One day we're shooting, one day we're cleaning weapons, one day we're in a helicopter, next day we're in a Zodiac. Loved the big variety of being infantry. Loved it. Depends on your situation. Feeding the recruits in San Diego was interesting. I'll bet. 420, Bob, is that a sought out chow hall, one of the MCRDs? Is that a place that Marines want to work, cooks want to work? Interesting. I never thought about that. What's the best place that cooks want to go? What's the highly sought after? I'm guessing probably somewhere Quantico, maybe. I don't know, or just geographic location. I'm telling you, I don't know how many years in a row, but Marine Corps Base Hawaii, their chow hall was ranked #1 in the Marine Corps for many, many years when we were there. Best MOS, maybe recon. You got to start out as 03. So 03 opens a lot of doors as an 03. Bob says absolutely not. Cooks didn't want to work at MCRD. I guess you'd want to work again. That's what I'm thinking. Second thought, I was like somewhere like Quantico. You have the older senior Marines, quiet, kind of chill. I don't know, not boot camp, where it's chaos. Josh, you did your 20 plus years at RET because I'm motivated, Josh. David Bryant, this is definitely true in the reserve world. 2531, 5811 MP, 5831, what is that? Maybe desk sergeant or something? 5800 is MP, 5811. El Toro, great duty station. Well, that's good to know. Too bad they shut it down. For cooks, personal chef, for a 3-star, for sure, Anderson. Oh, yep. I'll tell you a quick story about the general's cook. I didn't know that that was a thing. And I was brand new sergeant major. We had a function at the CG's house. All the sergeants major and all the commanders were there. It was catered. It was beautiful up on the hill in Marine Corps Base, Hawaii. Beautiful view, beautiful house. Got a tour of his bunker and everything was outdoors. And I'm that guy, again, I can't sit still and I don't like the rubbing elbows with a general or a private. I'm going to talk to whichever one's more interesting. So I don't need all that fluff and puff and dog and pony. So at one point I was snooping and pooping around the general's house. Just kind of wanted to check it out. And I happen to find my way through the kitchen, and there was a Marine in there in camis, like looking in cabinets, kind of what I wanted to do. I was like, "Hey, Marine, what are you doing?" And he turned around and he was a gunny. Like, "Gunny, what are you doing in the general's kitchen? You better get out. First of all, the party's outside. What are you doing snooping around?" And he's like, "Oh, Sergeant Major, I'm his cook. I'm the general's personal cook. I'm getting ready to do some shopping. I got to see what we need." It's like, "Holy crap, this is your job? He said, 3 years. He said, I drive him, take and pick up his laundry, kind of his guy, his go-to guy. Helps him with his nose. Of course, the general has an aide, a major, lieutenant colonel, something, does all the work stuff. But this gunny lived in the CG's quarters while he cooked and did everything for him. So I got to imagine that was a great job. And then when you leave, the general's going to give you some kind of Navy comm, or you're going to get some kind of great award if you don't screw it up. It was interesting to me. So I guess, yeah, I guess that would be a good job to have. You did it. You did it. And my BMI index shows that I'm a little overweight. Should I exercise even more? Yes. And diet. Again, it's a mixture of both, but yes, PT more. And then watch what you eat. We talked earlier on carbs. Watch your carbs. Low carbs. Lower your carbs. Whatever your carbs are now, lower them. Something that I was told again while I was trying to lose weight was what you eat after 7 p.m., depending on when you go to bed, but mine was about 7 because I would go to bed about 9 or so. What you eat after 7 o'clock at night, if it's carbohydrates, if it's something heavy, it's going to turn right into fat as you sleep. So after 7 p.m., you do get hungry, that's 2 hours of not eating. That's when you eat some fat-free, sugar-free. That's when you drink water. I found out you could eat fat-free, sugar-free Jell-O, and that would fill you up. And it's just water, flavored water. So I'd make it early in the morning. When I stopped eating at 7 o'clock, and I got hungry about 8 or close to bedtime 9, I would eat that Jell-O. I'd eat a whole pan of Jell-O, and I felt full, felt bloated, comfortable, fell right to sleep. Woke up and peed it all out because it's just water. So yes, if you're still over your BMI, little less carbs, more protein, less carbs. Drink lots of water, and then continue to exercise. I don't know how much you're exercising now, but if you're not meeting if you're still overweight, then yes, PT more cardio, more abs and cardio. So now is mostly a bunch of luxury homes over $1 million. California, well over $1 million. And one of the hangars just recently burnt down in El Toro. Accident? I don't know. You can also eat a big lunch and small dinner. So in with eating, I've heard this, instead of eating 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, eat about 6 meals a day, but just smaller. So you should never be hungry. Never be hungry. That's when bad happens, because you get hungry, you get angry, you get the hangry, and you eat too much. So never be hungry. Just kind of snack throughout the day, but you're snacking on chicken, tuna fish, some good veggies for your raw vegetables. Fruits, watch out for it. Fruits have a lot of sugar in them as well. Bananas, stuff like that, too much sugar in them. So when I was doing it, I didn't know how to do it. I just thought quit going to McDonald's, which I never went to McDonald's that much anyway, but stop eating fried food. It seems easy enough, but that gets old. So I figured out, did some research, how to prepare tuna pancakes, tuna burgers, what kind of sauces I can put in them. Boneless, skinless chicken breasts. And I would cook a bunch on Sunday, have chicken breasts and rice, and cook a bunch of rice. Put in little sandwich baggies and eat that throughout the day. Excuse me. Again, never a big meal. Just never be hungry. Paul Hall says, glad I came across your channel. I subscribed, so I'll be on again. Thank you, Paul. Appreciate you, brother. Got to get that sleep, getting up for work, 6.5 hours. Have a great night. You too, brother. Thank you for being here. God bless you. And yes, we'll see you again Sunday, 1900. Same time, same place, 1900, Sunday. Sundays and Wednesdays. And next Wednesday will change, but I'll remind you all on Sunday. But thanks for being here, Paul. Semper Fi, my friend. Stickers. Don't forget, order some stickers right now. Free shipping. Free shipping for 4th of July. Discount code MERICA248. MERICA 248 for 4th of July. Happy birthday to the United States. Order some stickers right now. Free shipping for you, our community, for helping us grow to what we've grown to already. You guys are awesome. Appreciate every one of you. Enjoy your day tomorrow. Be safe, be aggressive, celebrate our Independence Day. Which, you know what? I tried to watch Independence Day last night. It's like a 2.5 hour movie with Tom Cruise. I hadn't seen it yet. It was about Marines, and it started out with showing some Marine recruiters. It was pretty cool. I think it did take place in Vietnam era, so in the 60s. So I liked seeing that era, just the cars and how they dressed, and it was cool. I didn't make it through because 2.5 hours, and I fall asleep in movies. So I will try to watch it again. I remember it being pretty popular. I don't know, has anyone seen it, Independence Day with Tom Cruise? Again, looks kind of interesting. I did wake up halfway through and they were in Vietnam, and you know, the whole war scene in Vietnam, but I haven't seen it yet. Independence Day. Or was it Born on 4th of July? Dang it. I think it was, thanks, producer. It was Born on the 4th of July. That's with Tom Cruise. Independence Day is a completely different movie. That's with, I don't know, somebody help me out. Gary says, yes, Gary, apologize, brother. We're working on the Canadian orders, how to do it. So hang tight, brother. We will figure it out and get to you. We'll make it happen. PH Dub, true story, Born on the 4th of July. I'm going to power through it. Maybe not tonight, but I'm going to watch it. Maybe I'll watch it tomorrow during the day when I'm up and go for it. Born on the 4th of July. Yes, that was the movie I tried to watch last night. So Independence Day is with Will Smith. Thanks, JT. Jonathan, got to go. Everyone be safe. Happy 4th of July to all of you. God bless you all. God bless you, brother, and good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for the flashback. Appreciate you. We'll see you again Sunday. Sunday, everyone, Sunday. Jared says, I can't stand Tom, but Born on the 4th of July was a great movie. Look at the producer. She feels the same about Tom Cruise. We're not huge fans of Tom Cruise. My favorite movie is A Few Good Men. That's the best movie I think he has done. Really the only one I like that he has done. That's funny. We feel the same about Tom Cruise. All right. So where was I on the stickers? Again, for 4th of July, for you, our community, helping us grow to where we are. We appreciate you. A small token of our appreciation, we are offering free shipping. America 248, MERICA 248. That is your coupon code for free shipping. Get them while it's hot. While they're hot, I told you this was backed by popular demand. We had to make a new order for the SART. Let us know. Remember early in the show, I asked you, even if you aren't a sergeant or never were a sergeant, would you still order this sticker? Or should we make another one without a rank? Ooh, I don't know if I just tasked my producer to do something. Jared says he can't handle the truth. Love that movie. Cougar Man, I absolutely love it. Carl Green was there. Was there any word on the cause? Saw that on Reddit. Not sure what he's talking about. Funny idea, Bob. I liked being a sergeant too. And this wasn't. I had no influence on this at all, and that's straight from the producer. Design, named, everything, and it was quickly a crowd favorite. So that's where this guy came from. I do absolutely love it. We ran out quickly when she first ordered them, so we have a new batch in. So order up. We like this one. John says, are there any T-shirts on the SFMF in red, white, and blue lettering? Good one, John. Not yet, but definitely will be in the works by next Independence Day. We're behind on the shirts, but yeah, good one, John. Appreciate that. JTB, all different ranks. Some terminal lance might want one. Yeah, I think so too. Putting a lot on the producer right there, but some different ranks, that'd be cool. Nice. That should be a morale patch. Found in building 1651. Which one is that? Main side? Congratulations to all Americans on Independence Day. Happy 4th of July. God save the United States of America. Thanks, Andy. Appreciate you, brother. Tough times right now in America. Tough times. But stay strong. We got this. Could have been bigger. Oh, with Jared. It sounds like it. You guys do sound alike. I'll buy about 5 of them in those colors. All right, John. Challenge accepted. Give us a little bit of time on that. Great idea. There's four letters though. We have to get creative on how we color those. Carl. Yes, it was main side. Yeah, I knew it. Ashley Anderson. I love the stickers. Put them on my bike and need a USMC 1-2. Chicken. What is the coupon code? Coupon code. Thanks, Chicken, for asking again for the stickers. Free shipping right now. Free shipping for all of you, our community who has helped us get to where we are. Now we appreciate you. A small token of our appreciation. Coupon code for free shipping, America 248. MERICA 248. Go to our SFMFmerch.com. SFMFmerch.myshopify.com. That's how you get there. That's how you order. There's the coupon code in the comments right now. America 248. Go to SFF Simplify My Friend Merch. Go there, myshopify.com. Get them while they're hot. We do have a stack of all of them pretty good right now. We're hoping that this gets out there. I want to start seeing when we start traveling. I'd like to see some stickers all over the place. Some when you pull up to a stop sign, you see ever see those? There is a Canes that I want to kind of sneak one up on the soda machine. Bob, thank you, brother. Please remember to like this video. Please do. Share it with your friends. Share it with the other like-minded individuals that would get something out of this. Pre-Marine Corps, current Marine Corps, and post-Marine Corps, all military, all of our community. So please Appreciate you. Appreciate you all very much. It has been a great show. Don't forget, last time, tell you one more time, free shipping on all of our stickers. Someone else asked how you can support, even if you're not. Share what we're doing here. Share with your friends. Share with your neighbors. Like and subscribe. Get some of the merch. Shirts will be back soon. But we appreciate all of you. All of you. KB chillin'. How can I incorporate teaching of Jesus with the warrior's mindset Marine Corps teaches? So we know, and this is how we'll end. Great way to end. Every base has a chaplain. Every Marine Corps unit has a chaplain. Marines don't have chaplains. That's the Navy. Navy joins us for our medical and our spiritual needs. So how can we incorporate this in the teachings of it? Boot camp offers church services. Every time you deploy, a chaplain and a chaplain's assistant deploys. So that's leadership by example. Getting into the church, introducing God to all of our service members. That's how we incorporate it. By example. That's how we do. One huge family of Marines. That's right, Bob. Military Times has a story. Biggest outstanding podcast. So our major continuously be a hard target, but easy to find. Prayer to your family. Prayers to you too, Biggest. Appreciate you, brother. Happy 4th of July, everyone. Thanks for spending Wednesday night with us. Midday Moto. Continue. We'll see you Sunday. All of you, see you Sunday, 1900. Enjoy your day tomorrow. Be safe. Be aggressive. God bless you all. And Semper Fi, my friend. Era.